Hey guys, Julia Bruck here. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be sitting next to entrepreneur diva, Sarah Patton. I mean, she really rocks my world. I'm not going to lie. There are so many people out there. I think entrepreneur is like a really hot word right now in so many communities. I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, or 50. It's like this cool word. But I think that when you talk about entrepreneurship, it's scary.
It is.
It's scary as heck.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people aren't confident to say, bye-bye solid paycheck and insurance and 401k. I'm going to do my own thing. Mm-hmm. But you did it.
I did.
You did it at what age?
At 27, I started my business. And then I left my corporate job at 29. So it's been a little over 2 years since I quit.
So let's talk about how does one even have the belief to do it?
To start or to quit?
To start and get to quitting.
So it's so funny how it just happened. So I believe that all of us have passions and things that set our soul on fire. And sometimes the things that come so naturally to us. So event planning has always been in my blood. I love planning. I love gathering, getting people together, hosting. It's just always been in my blood. And so one day my best friend moved to San Francisco and we would have these weekend chat nights. We would sit on talk on the phone, and I just told her, I was like, I just really think I want to start doing events, like getting paid to do it. So like I researched my market. I had a plan. I started setting some goals, like talking to people, like, do you think this is viable? And, you know, things like that. So I did some research, and there was, you know, no one really doing what I was doing. What did I have to lose? I had my safety net. I had a corporate job.
So you stay at your corporate job while you start this little side hustle.
Yes. And I worked it, and I fell in love with it after about 3 or 4 months. And I was like, this is what I want to do. And so I just went hard. I started hustling, and I shifted my hours at my corporate job, and I was working 7 to 4 so I could get in an evening meeting.
Right. I
was taking meetings on lunch. I was doing anything and everything. I was staying up working until 1 and 2 in the morning, getting back up, going to work at 7 a.m. And I did that for almost a year and a half. But in that year and a half, I made so many connections. My business, people, the best day ever is when a stranger pays you.
It's got to be scary, though, like when you say goodbye to that corporate job.
Oh, it was the scariest thing ever. The day I left was the happiest day of my life. I've never looked
really?
back. I've never looked back. There have been struggles. Don't get me wrong. There have been finances. I had to create a budget.
There's so much fear about the unknown.
Yeah.
That we stay in places that we're miserable.
Mm-hmm. And I was so miserable at my corporate job. I think it's finding the confidence in yourself to be you.
There you go. To be you. And like really falling in love with you and what you love.
And whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
You know? And for every single person, it looks different. And I think we've gotten into, especially with social media, this like, we put out our best self.
And everybody's always perfect and everything's always happy. But that's not the whole story.
Yeah. I am the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. And you couldn't offer me an X amount of dollars to go back to that scenario of being miserable and not doing what I love and not creating. It's a journey. I think we don't talk about that. We just think...
Yeah, we just think it happens overnight. Goes back to social media. Success like that. Mm-hmm. Michael Phelps wasn't success like that overnight.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I really... that's part of Creative Souls is like sharing our stories, because I want people to tell the ugly parts. The parts where it was really hard. The parts that I had to be on a budget. The parts of I couldn't go out to dinner with my friends. Because that really happened.
So what is your advice to people before we have to run about making that leap?
I think have a safety net. Be smart about it. Some people are like, I'm just going to quit my job. But like, have a plan B. Surround yourself. I cannot say it enough. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Have accountability. That's so important. Sharing your dream with someone, no matter how scary it is, so that they can hold you accountable and just help you on the journey. You never know by just talking to someone who they know, you know, or just being brave, reaching out, I send cold emails all the time.
You say something else that I think we forget a lot about, putting in the work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put in a lot of work, and it is not easy, especially running 2 businesses.
Yeah.
I have to be very diligent with my time and very efficient, and it is hard work. And there are days that I want to throw in the towel, and there are days that I cry, and then there are mountaintop wins. I think too many of us live by our feelings, and feelings are fleeting.
And what about the short game? We live by the short game, but not the long game.
Mm-hmm. Because it's not a sprint. This is a marathon. You have to take the ups and the downs as they come and just keep going. Either businesses ever fail, it is what it is, but I will go down fighting, and it will not be because of lack of work. It won't be because I didn't try, you know?
All right, guys. So go out there, find your passion, find what you believe, go do the work, and come back here for more inspiration and more ways to live your life in the now. But for now, we're going to post right below here links to Sarah's businesses if you want to check them out, if you want to connect with her. But make sure you go live the now. See ya.
Bye, guys.